going to start from the top down, and I'm going to start from my neck down. So what I want to do to begin with, right, is just look left and right with my neck. I'm just looking towards each shoulder, chin towards each shoulder. I'm not going too fast. I'm not going to get my heart rate up. I'm just looking to loosen off the top part of my spine. Get some of the muscles in my neck loosened off as well before I get into the more strenuous stuff, right? So there's just 6 or 7 either side, and that's fine. From here I'm going to start to just rotate my shoulders, circle them back. You can do big straight arm circles, you can bend your elbows, as long as the shoulder joint, okay, is just rotating backwards and loosening off, and all those muscles that are in there get loose. Right, I'm going to roll them forwards 5 or 6 times. Okay, do it backwards again, and the shoulders going. Great stuff, righty-ho. Now bring your feet into just under your hips. My arms switch past my legs as I squat down and I reach up. And again, this one, starting to get my major joints loosened off. I get a little bit of movement at my hips and my knees and my ankles and my shoulders. And I get some work through my spine. And I'm just starting to loosen off my body. 2 or 3 more of those. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Right. Widen my stance now. Point my toes out a little bit. Come through the centre of my hands, and as I stand back up into a big star. To there. And go now. This foot placement, we're going to use this for one of our exercises later. We're going to squat with a wider foot position, alright? Now I'm getting all the way down and touching the ground now because I'm feeling looser as I go. 1 more of those. Great, okay, now bring your feet in, start to jog on the spot. And how fast you're jogging just now, that's your thing. Alright, so if you feel that I'm going a bit too fast, you can jog slower or you can march on the spot as well. We've got a lot of work to get through, so we want to make sure we're warm. Just keep jogging just now. Nice and light on your feet, lift your feet up. Keep your core tight. 5 more seconds of this. Great, relax in. I'm going to go into some lunges now, so I'll step forward, lower the back knee towards the ground, stand back up and switch legs. Do a couple from the front so you can see, a couple from the back, from the side, sorry. So nice and upright here. Going to keep my stomach engaged and go 1 more each side will be fine. To here and back. Good stuff. Right, let's go into this high plank. It's like the top of a press up, although your hands are probably a bit more narrow than your normal press up hand placement. My hands are right underneath my shoulders. I'm just holding here, I'm not doing anything. Adjust my feet a little bit. 3, 2, great, relax onto your knees. Going to go back into that position and I'm going to do some mountain climbers, which means my hands stay there. And I'm going to step in with my knee and get some work going through my core and my legs that way. So if I come, start by getting your position. When you've got it, just 1 knee at a time is fine. Three, 2, 1. Release out of that. Last thing I'm doing when I'm on the ground here is some press ups. And then we'll get back up on our feet for the last minute of the warm up. And if I can get my breath, I'll tell you what's coming, okay? Right, so press ups from here. If you want to press up on your knees, that's fine, you go for that. I'm going up on my toes for this warm up. I'm just going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it, walk my feet in, up I come on, jogger on the spot, okay? So I'm just going to cycle between heels up at the back and knees up at the front, okay? Just 5 seconds at a time. So go heels up at the back, so go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to normal jog. Now the knees up at the front for 5, okay? So go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. One more interval of that. And that'll be us for our warm up. 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight to the high knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warmed up. Grab a drink, okay? Have a wee stretch if you like. I'll have a sip of water and I'll tell you what's coming. You may or may not have heard of something called Tabata before. So this Tabata technique that you use is based on doing 20 seconds of work and doing 10 seconds of rest. Okay, that's what it is. Traditionally you do it for just 4 minutes and you do one exercise and you do 8 intervals of the one exercise. So we're putting a slightly different slant on it tonight. We're going to do 8 different exercises, alright? We're going to do each one 4 times through, but listen, you're not really going to do what you think because it's so fast paced, but when you do work, you're going to be working for 20 seconds at a time, then you'll rest for 10, and then we'll work for 10. And there's no way I can do that just by looking at my watch. So I've got an app here which is going to help us with the timings, and you probably hear it coming through the camera. I'll pump up the volume. If not, you just need to listen for me shouting. And we'll get started in about 30 seconds time, alright? So the first movement we're going to do something called a skater, so it's a side step. So we're going to go from side to side. We're going to take a step over and squat, step over and in, okay? So it's like touch together and go. But from the side you'll see me moving over and squatting down before I spring back up. But my chest is always up. And I'll try and keep going with the form as I'm chatting through, right? So we're going 7 seconds. Get this volume up. Go, let's go, 20 seconds. So just using my arms for balance, my chest and my head are up. That's a big step. I'm not just stepping, you can step, okay? That's what it's just a side step looks like, step together. I'm trying to do a little jump, okay? And we'll get maximum recruitment out of the legs. Time. So there's one round of that. 3 more of this skater before we take it off the list. My breathing's up already. Okay, here we go again. To the side. Head up. Land, feet together, squat. Squat in. Not a full squat, but just enough to give you something to launch back over with, okay? Keep going. Okay. That timer's good, isn't it? That's not going to get annoying at all. 5 seconds time, we're going to go again. We're halfway through this little one. Chest up. Keep breathing. I might start to chat less. Hands just for balance. Outside of my hips are burning. Can feel my glutes as well. The good news is it goes fast, so that's 3, we've got 1 more. Then I'm going to change the exercise. Go. Together, step together and go. Together. Keep it going. Woohoo! It's burning. Keep going, 5 seconds. together, right? Mountain climbers next, alright? So you're down on the ground. We're going in 4 seconds, folks, so get your backsides down on the ground. And we're in, look. I'm not sprinting as fast as I can, but I am keeping a good pace. My stomach's tight. I'm feeling my abs drawing my knee up. Hands are right underneath my shoulders. Time. Hands are right underneath. Give me a solid base to lean on, okay? And that knee comes through. 2, 1, go. Now if this is too much, you can hold a plank, okay? Hold a nice high plank. And just hold it there. Oh, if we've got the mountain climber, that's great. Keep your form. Keep your positions. Time. This is so good. Talk about burning off the mince pies. It's not even December yet anymore. Let's go. I'm getting in there before the selection boxes and the advent calendars. Keep your breathing going. Starting to bite now. Time. I'm hoping you can hear that ding ding ding. Is this the last one of these? Oh, I can't remember, is it? Yeah, it is. What we got next? Oh no! Oh, top of my legs, we're going to get a rest, that's fine. Right, here we go. You're going to do squats next, okay? So feet, shoulder width are just outside. Sit back down and go now. At 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Squats are good. You can go a bit slower than me if you wish. I'm just setting a tempo that I feel comfortable with and I'm trying to stick to it. But you might go at a slightly slower tempo. Okay? 10 seconds rest is now. You might go at a slower tempo and have a little breather at the top. And that's fine as well. Go! Round 2 of the squats. My arms are just my balance now. My weight is in the middle part of my foot. Go back towards my heels. Trying to keep my chest up. Trying to bounce in and out. Yep. It's a challenge, isn't it? Woohoo! Right, show from the side. Go. Keep your chest up. Keep breathing. One at a time, look. Right. One more round of squats, alright? Sweat is dripping. And then we've got plank. Go! I'm praying. Look. Next one after this is plank, so hopefully a good one for us. And one that we should be able to manage 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off with, but it still won't be totally easy. Right, plank. I just want a high plank. So I'm going to do it on my hands, okay? 5 seconds time we're going to start. 2, 1, go. So I'm going to hold a high plank, look up here. But you could be down here on your forearms, and that's fine. Just a slight difference as to the arm and hand placement. The key thing is you're up on your toes, you're drawing your stomach in, you're trying to keep a good tension in there, and you're not sagging down too much. Okay? Good start. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, we're away. So this is our second plank interval. So as I say, don't sink down too much, but also don't be too high. Have your weight forward so your hands are round underneath your shoulders, and just look down at the ground in front of your hands. That'll keep your neck in a good place. Okay, come on your knees, give your shoulders a rest. 2 down. This is great. Top of mine's going to start getting sweat all over. And you know there's a reason I normally wear black. No idea why I put tracksuit bottoms on either, but neither here nor there. Whose stomach's burning? Mine's is. Wow. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Right. One final set. These planks, and then we're on to our next move. Go up plank. We're going to lunge next. We did it in the warm up, so a little bit like squats. You go at your own pace. I'm going to go at 9. Alternating each leg. Step forward, step back, lunge, 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 okay? Right, time. So, as I say, you step forward, come back, step forward, come back, okay? 2, 1, go. Halfway, back knee goes towards the ground. Above the hips, you're staying really quite upright. Time. So it's all happening from the hip below. We're trying to stay engaged to this and stay quite upright, okay? Maybe a slight forward lean, but try not to have it too much, okay? So I don't really want this going all the way over here, folks. So try and stay nice and secure. Up on my toes and my back foot. Foot is flat on the ground with the front foot. Drive. Yes, use your glutes. Keep breathing. And go, right. So just me, or is this isn't feeling as bad as some of the others, is it? Maybe we're all good at lunging, right? I'm going to do it forward. Come on. We're off again. This is the third interval of lunges. And it's like our 19th round, many little round, yeah? Of 32 in total, so we're getting through it, right? Right, one more round of lunges. Go. Lunging. Head up, chest up. 10 seconds left. Go on. Drive that front foot into the ground to push yourself back up. Keep your chest up. Take a breather whenever you need. Take a breather whenever you need. Folks, we're doing press ups next, right? So get down there. If you're pressing on your knees, that's great. Full press ups, that's fine. Lower your chest towards the ground. Push back up. Get your chest as close as you can. If you can touch it and push back up, great. If we're not quite there yet, just get as much of that, as full a range of motion as you can, okay? Look at my tempo. Granted, I'm trying to talk at the same time, but I'm keeping a steady tempo. If I try and do 100 press ups, I'm going to burn out, so I'm trying to work for the full 20, okay? Round 2, let's go. Because you're not getting a lot of rest. 10 seconds isn't a lot of rest for the chest. Mine's just feeling it already, look. Right, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try and stay on my toes for this interval, but I may need to drop to knees. And I prefer to drop to my knees and still get a good range of motion than stay up on my toes and not be doing as much. So here I'm going down on my toes, my knees, sorry. Makes it ever so slightly easier. Okay, same again. For me, this is our last one on press ups, okay? I'm going to start on my toes, get 2 or 3 in, full ones. There we go. Drop to the knees, breathe out as I push up. Oh wow, what about that? Okay, we're actually still down on the ground, everybody, because I've not got a towel, because the next move is leg raise. So lie on your back, and we're going to lift our feet up, okay? Like this. So I put my hands behind my head, you have your hands out to the side, just raising your legs up. Try and relax your shoulders and relax your neck. That's why I just put my fingers on my head. It supports my neck a bit. Using your core muscles in your stomach, okay? So raise them up and lower. I don't touch my feet down to the ground. I try and keep the tension on. And when I'm up at the top point, I try and do an extra little pulse just to lift my tailbone off the ground. That gets an extra bit of activation going through the stomach. Alright? So, 2 down. Those press ups were hard. They were hard. What have we got after this? This is our second last exercise, folks. Leg raises. We've got this frog squat coming last. That's where we're going to squat, but our legs are going to be, our feet placement, sorry, is going to be a bit wider. Wow, that's my abs well and truly starting to burn, sweat everywhere. 2, 1, last set. Really concentrate on your form, rest whenever you need it. Right, up on your feet, everybody. We're so close. I know this has been a killer. Put your feet wide, okay? And then just lower towards the ground. Keep your chest up. I'm going to put my hands through there, right, just to keep me right with my depth. You can't get your hands all the way down to the ground, don't worry about that. The main thing is squat low, stand back up, keep your stomach tight, and your stomach's feeling it after those leg raises. Mine is. Come on, we've got 3 working intervals to go. Alright? Go. So make sure our legs are pointing out the way. Your feet are wide. I want this to try and hit a different emphasis than just the normal squat, which we've already done earlier in the workout, okay? We're close. We are close to finishing this. And this has been a real tough one. A tough one, but a quick one, folks. Believe it or not, by the time we've done 32 little rounds, which we have, we've done 8 exercises. Well, we will have done 8 exercises for 4 sets on each exercise, right? So 32 working sets we've done. Believe it or not, all that totals less than 16 minutes. Why? Because you're hardly resting. So you can honestly get, if you program it properly, like this one tonight, hitting all the different parts of your body, you can get about 45 minutes of work done in 16 minutes. Oh, time. Wow. That's good, look. This is our last rest period, there's nothing coming after it. Oh, let's try to start again. Definitely pause that. We will definitely pause that, right. Folks. Yep. Yep, if you wear light grey, you're asking for it. Grab a drink if you're ready. How good is that? Warming up. 16 minutes of hard graft. A couple of minutes of stretching and we're done. A really good productive session. Oh, and if you're doing this live, you've just done it on a Monday night to get your weekend, your evening kicked off, your week kicked off, sorry. And if you're doing it afterwards on YouTube or whatever, then well done. Right, first thing I'm going to do is stretch my hamstrings. So have your feet wherever you're comfortable for your hamstring stretch. It's one we've all done before. I'm just going to try and keep my legs straight. You can have a slight bend in them if you need that. Keep your legs straight, run your hands down your legs, push your hips back towards behind you, and then just go to wherever you get a stretch. I can sit, look, with my hands just on my shins here, and I already get a stretch now. As I often say, my own flexibility is it before 9 o'clock? Yeah. My flexibility is not good. But it's one of the things I'm going to work on over the next month or so. Come up out of that, folks. That's flexibility is one thing I'm going to work on. So stretching my quads now, just pulling one foot up behind me. So if you're someone like me, you're not as flexible as you could be, then you have to really always stretch after exercise. And if you can get 5 or 10 minutes of stretching in throughout the day as well, that will gradually just improve it. I mean, I know how to talk the talk, but I now need to walk the walk and go and do it. So if you're the same as me, you've been talking about your flexibility, you call yourself Stecky or Steph or the Tin Man or whatever. Tin Man? Don't know where I got that from, but point is, right, that's that quad done as well. Shoulder stretch, right? Hands straight across, just ease it on its way. Point is, you should do some more stretching. If you've done any yoga or stuff like that before, then you know that as well as improving your flexibility, like your physical flexibility, your hamstrings or your calves or whatever, a good 5 or 10 minutes of stretching makes you feel more relaxed in your head. Can lift your mood up a little bit mentally as well, so it's kind of like a double benefit really. Hands behind your back now, hold them together, pull your shoulder blades back behind you, squeeze them back and stretch your chest and across the front of your shoulders, okay? And breathe and breathe and breathe. Right, a couple minutes of stretching. If you want to keep stretching after, do that. But that's a good little stretch for us after this workout. So deep breath all the way from the bottom. Inhale. Raise your hands, breathe out. One more of those, inhale up. All the way out. Done for another one.